Hey y'all, welcome back to the Northern Redneck channel. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing off my lures. I don't have as much as I used to. I used to have boxes and boxes. Well, I've got 3 boxes of my essentials, and they're kind of empty. That's because I lost quite a few pretty earlier. And at the end, if I'm feeling like it, I might do a rod show off, like show you my rods. And, it's funny because I've only got one rod that has a reel. I've only got one reel for I've got one reel for 1, 2, 3, 4 rods. So if I want to fish with a certain rod, I gotta take the reel off one of them. I need to get new reels and shit. But if I feel like it, I'll do that. But what we are going to do first, that I want to do before every video, is a little PDS back dip spit. We're gonna be doing Grizzly straight. This is the different can. We're going to be doing Grizzly straight again. It's one of my favorites. I said I was going to make it my everyday because it was so good. So we're going to do a little PDS, pack dip spit. So if you guys dip, do it with me, alright, y'all? Back. Alright, let's see here. Deal with killer filler. There's another thing. If you guys want to see me do a review on a certain kind of dip, brand, long cut, pouches, Swedish snooze, anything, if you want to see me do a review on it, just tell me, and I will get that dip and I will do a review on you. Something I really want to do a review on is the Outlaw dip. Now, I've heard it's really good, and I really want to try his watermelon. So we got it packed, and we got a dip, so now we got to do a little spit. Pack dip spit, y'all. So now, let's do a little looking at my lures. So, coming up first, we got my crankbait box and my top waters. And I got a swim bait in here, but it's not supposed to be in here. So, this box is kind of empty. Of course, like I said, a lot of my boxes are because I've lost quite a few shit. So, let's start with my crankbaits. It's my square bills. I've got 2 square bills, and one of these square bills I've had for 2 years, and I caught my biggest bass on it, which was a 5-pounder. We got 2 square bills. This one does have hooks on it because I need to get new hooks for it, but this one does. And I've cut them to single hooks instead of treble hooks because I got hooked so many times with this. I don't know what it was. I never got hooked with this one, but I could very many times with this one, so I cut them. They're single hooks. Still catch many fish. We got a rattle trap, which is in the crawfish pattern. Very good lure. I need to put hooks on this one as well because I really need to fish this one tomorrow. Here we're getting to my top waters. This is my weirdest lure I think I have. It's a duck. And if you watched my last video, you know that you're supposed to fish ducks mainly when the ducks or the geese are laying their eggs and they're starting to hatch and shit. Now we got my frogs. I've got a Lunker Hunt frog right here. I don't like this one as much. It's because of the legs. They're supposed to be doing a little flapping in the water, but they don't do that, and this collects water very, very fast, and it sinks, and it's just a pain to work with. Now, this is I can't remember what brand this is. This is my favorite frog. I was fishing this last spring, and I caught a good nice bass on it with one of my buddies at a golf course pond, and I was on this. I was catching him every cast. Hopefully, I'll be fishing with him tomorrow. But this is one of my favorites. It's just a regular frog. I clipped the legs on it because they were really long, and it's a popping frog. It's one of my favorites, so it goes through the water and it makes a pop. I'm leaving this out. I'll do that when I do my swim bait box. Now this is my soft plastics, my stick baits, and my crawlers. I got a crawler. I got some crawlers in here. This one is very full. I've got my green pumpkins. I've got 2 different styles of green pumpkin. I've got a dark green pumpkin and I've got a light green pumpkin. Very good. I love these. If you watched my last video, if you want to know how to rig these, how to fish these, best times, everything is my last video. These ones is a June bug color. Same thing with the other ones. If you want to know how to rig them, if you want to know anything about a lot of my lures here, go to my last video and I kind of said everything about them. Here's my crawlers. One of my favorites. Catch mini bass. You can fish these on a jig, or you can fish them by themselves, Texas rigged. And then we have green pumpkin trick worms with the chartreuse tail. I love this. I got a pretty good bass on this last year. And then we've got shit, almost spilt them. We've got a big bag unopened, not opened yet because I haven't need to use them, of Senkos from Bass Pro. That's the majority. This is my majority of my lures is all soft plastics. Now we've gotten into my swimbait box. Probably should open this back in there. Didn't see anything. So this is my swimbait box and my jig box and my spinnerbait box. And I've got trailers for my spinnerbaits and my chatterbaits and my jigs in this box. So in this box, I've got some of my my most used lures. Spinnerbaits. Use spinnerbaits when it's windy. Use spinnerbaits when it's cloudy. You can use spinnerbaits anytime. Another good bass fishing spawn. Another good lure for fishing the spawn for bass. Been catching a lot of fish on them lately. Along with this, I've been fishing out this week, and last week I was fishing, and I've been catching a lot of fish and getting a lot of bites on chatterbaits. Very good. Both rigged up I'm both gonna have to re-rig this one, but they're both. I'm gonna rig them both up with a Fluke Junior, so they'll be good to go. Now we got jigs. This is my favorite jig. It's my biggest one. I can catch big fish and I can catch little fish with them. I like this one. It is I don't know what kind of head that is. It might be a beetle head. I don't know if that's one. I'm not very educated in jigs. I just know how to throw them and use them. I like throwing jigs because I can do a regular cast or I can punch with them. I got that size and I got this size. And I've got a lot of I've got a lot more, but I just can't fucking find them. Here we've got a swim bait. This is a live target one. I like this one. I like it with this treble hook. If I could take this hook right here off, I would. Because this hook right here does not get a lot of hookup ratios with this fin. They come up and they bite it and they try to hook it, and this fin does not go down that easy. So I could lose a lot of fish with it, or this thing will get caught up like this. It'll get stuck in it or anything. I like this lure, but I hate that top one. Now what I was saying, we have these. I'm gonna rig my spinnerbaits and my chatterbaits up. This is the pearlescent Fluke Junior. I love this thing. It's a 3-inch. It's the Junior. I think the original ones are 5 or 6 inches. I don't really know for sure. But you can fish this with a jig head. You can fish them on the back of a chatterbait, spinnerbait, swim jigs, or you can fish them with regular jigs. Now we got to my trailers for my jigs. Got some crawlers. I like these ones because you can just straight hook them. I'll do them right here. This isn't the right color, I know, so don't say anything. But I'll just show you how I rig them. Take it, move this down. It'll go down. Just took myself. I take this and I throw it right this. Boom. Shit slow. That's how I do my little jigs. Hook myself. And then I got my beaver tails, June bugs as well. Love these. That's all my lures. I said I don't have very many, but since we have time, I guess. Damn, that really hurt. I guess I'll do rods. So, one of my very first bait, my very first bait caster rod I had. I still have the rod. I don't have the reel. It was a Bill Vance. I don't use this rod very much anymore because two of the guide holes are missing. But this was a Bill Vance signature series. It was a. Gotta flip it over. It was a 7 medium heavy rod. I really liked it, but this was when I didn't know how to use a bait caster, and I got bird's nest every single time I used it. And one day I got really pissed off and I chunked the reel in the water. Here's my last rod I purchased. Besides the one I have right now. This is my last rod. I really like this one. As you can see, I did a little modification because the butt of it popped off. And the tip of it popped off too. This is the Fate Black 13 series fishing pole. This rod, $100, not that expensive. This Bill Dance one is like $60, $70. These are very inexpensive rods. If I need to get the Fate Black reel for it. I have the Fate Black reel, but I need to get 13 series reel. I'm thinking on the Concept SZ. It's the same color green, or the same one. It's a Concept SZ, but it's a different color. It's like a red, and doing the Christmas combo, red on green. But this one I like, and I need to start using this. Probably will take this one out tomorrow. It is a 7.3 medium heavy fast. I like this as a cranking rod for crankbaits and jigs. Very nice rod. Now this rod I'm about to show, I didn't buy. I got it when my grandpa passed. And it's not a bait caster, but you can put a bait casting reel on it. Corona. But it's a Berkeley. It's an old rod. It's never been used. I've not fished with it. Probably won't ever fish with it. But it's an old Berkeley rod. And it is a 5.6 medium action. 5.6 medium. This would be a good rod for a crankbait, probably. Very stiff. Haven't used it yet. Now this is the rod I bought last time I was in Texas. I've been using this one. I love it. This is my favorite one. This is the favorite Lunkerstv edition Defender rod. I would flip it around, but I've got a wall right here, so I can't really flip it around. But this is the Defender favorite rod, and this is what I've been fishing with a lot lately. I've got it rigged up with a Lew's fishing reel, and like I said, white and chartreuse chatterbait with the pearlescent Fluke Jr. This is a rod that's the red, white, and blue American flag. It says "In God We Trust" and "Defend Our Rights." This is a Thank God this one's like this. This is a 7.5 action. This is the 7.5 fast action. I like it. I can throw really pretty much anything on this. Stick baits, crankbaits, jigs, and spinner baits. Pretty much anything. I throw very small jigs on this and it'll cast perfectly. And I've got the line on it is, if I can fucking get it off, is a 20-pound chartreuse line. I don't know why I put it up here. Should probably put this line when I get a reel for this rod, my Fate Black green rod. Think that'd be a good ass combo. But this rod, I need a new rod. I've had this for years, as you can see. Recently, this grip on it popped off, and I need to take this whole part off. But that's my rod. I love that rod. Nothing very special about that rod except that it's my first favorite rod. I've never had a favorite rod, and I will for sure use them. And I will leave a link in description for favorite rods, and I'll leave a description in for Fate Black rods and luge reels. And of course, I'll leave a description in for Grizzly, their website. I'll leave a description in there for them. And Trump, I will leave a description in where I got this flag and my new hat. Got this today. Oh yeah, re-elect that mofo. So I hope you guys will like this. Tomorrow I will for sure go fishing, most likely. Supposed to be in the 50s, 60s, in the highs. If I go fishing, I'll film it. And then I might do I don't really know yet. But I will for sure film if I go fishing tomorrow. So, if you like this video, like, subscribe, alright? And share with your buddies, alright? I'm trying to get me higher subscribers. So, all I can say is, if you like this video, like the video, leave a comment. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe and turn on your post notifications. I will try to post every day if I've got ideas. if you got any ideas, leave a comment. So, like I said, if you have any dip recommendations you want me to try, or vape ones, I'll do it. So, if you liked it, you guys have a nice day, alright? See y'all later.